The infinite 2 minutes are back, but differently. Servus Freunde, my name is Jimmy Cage, and 2 years ago there was a delightful little Japanese sci-fi comedy named Beyond the Infinite 2 Minutes. It was the directorial debut of Junta Yamaguchi, it was seemingly shot in one long continuous shot, and it was a really fresh and charming new take on time travel. Realized on a shoestring budget but with a super talented and enthusiastic cast and crew. As far as I know, most of them belong to the theater company Europe Kikaku, including director Junta Yamaguchi and screenwriter Makoto Ueda. River is their second feature film together, and it also brings back a lot of familiar faces from Beyond the Infinite 2 Minutes. And it doesn't just bring back familiar faces, but it also brings back the 2 minutes. River is another sci-fi comedy, and while in the previous film, our lovely ensemble of quirky characters was able to communicate with their past and future selves, each being separated exactly 2 minutes from their present selves, this time another lovely ensemble of other quirky characters gets stuck in a time loop that starts again and again after exactly 2 minutes. Instead of one seemingly continuous long shot that spans the entire runtime, this time we get dozens of long continuous shots, each one being exactly 2 minutes long, before we then cut back to where we started. And that is with our main protagonist Mikoto, played by Riko Fujitani, standing right next to the titular Kibune River. For the duration of the crisp 86-minute long runtime, this will be our starting point time and time again. From there, she will head into the adjacent traditional Japanese hotel / restaurant / bathhouse, where she meets the other employees as well as their guests, who are all in on the loop and constantly starting all over again, but keeping their memories of what's going on. The first time it happens, they think it must just be some kind of déjà vu, but they soon realize that it's indeed a time loop they are trapped in for some unknown reason. And thankfully, like in its spiritual predecessor, the characters learn quickly, and we don't really waste any time in which the audience is way ahead of them. Like Beyond the Infinite 2 Minutes, River is just a super delightful and charming little movie. One might accuse the team of repeating kind of the same gimmick, but then again, it's only kind of the same gimmick, and it's actually a little bit different. And to be honest, creative and playful little science fiction movies that succeed in pulling something off without the need for big special effects or epic storylines are always welcome for me. Surprisingly, the sci-fi element this time, the ongoing time loop, is a lot easier to digest, and I was actually almost a little bit disappointed that they didn't go further with the concept. But then again, it does become really quite endearing and touching when it touches on the notion of having more time for the things you really want to do. Like spending it with someone special who might not always be there, or talk something through with a close friend. Being stuck in the same old routine is certainly a feeling or thought that comes to mind while watching this. This is also fun because the story is set at a place in which people are being served, and our main protagonist is indeed at work. And so in typical Japanese understanding of what it means to deliver good service, all of the employees are still very much inclined to serve their guests as best as possible, even in such a strange situation that should totally change the way you look at the world. But this is also what makes it a comedy, and while it's not a laugh-out-loud comedy, it just oozes charm and certainly put a smile on my face. It's also because of the wonderful atmosphere it creates. That's both busy or bustling, because you have that constant time pressure of getting something done in just 2 minutes, or getting some kind of new information about what's going on before you are back at the start. But at the same time, because of the location of this remote place, the slight snowfall, the peaceful river, the soothing music that sometimes connects the segments of the loop, and the slow reveal of our central character's feelings, it's also kind of a chill and relaxed movie. At least more than its really kind of nervous predecessor. And the ending is just so adoring. Right now, outside of Japan, River can only be seen at film festivals. So if you are by any chance in Vienna right now, definitely check this out at a /film festival. It's worth it. So in German I'd say, Filmemacher Junta Yamaguchi und sein Team halten fest an den magischen 2 Minuten, schaffen dabei jedoch erneut einen wunderbar charmanten und herzigen kleinen Sci-Fi Film, der einfach verzückt. I give River 7 out of 10. It's more like 7.4, but I don't do that. Alright, that's it like always. Comment below and let me know what you think about River, if you have already seen it. Have you seen not the original, but the predecessor Beyond the Infinite 2 Minutes? Let me know. You can hit me up on Twitter, Instagram, Letterboxd, and also on Patreon simply at TheJimmyCage. And if you enjoyed this episode, please give me a thumbs up, share, subscribe, whatever you like. And make sure you hit that bell for all I have to tell.